This 1 Degree Outside video is sponsored by the Topsfield Fair, America's oldest fair. You can pre-order your admission, meal, and ride tickets today at topsfieldfair.org and join the fun October 4th through 14th, conveniently located on Route 1, just off of Interstate 95.
Hi, Matt Noyes, Friday morning here. It's your 1 Degree Outside Today video looking out to the next 24 hours and Noyes Notes. A couple of different things to cover for you in Noyes Notes. First of all, one of the big ideas is that we're getting dry for a while here. The next chance of showers after we get rid of the ones off the south coast this morning won't be until Tuesday. There will be some clouds this weekend. At times it'll look like it wants to rain, but it's all going to be middle and high altitude clouds, and that is moisture that's coming from Helene. If we get anything lower in altitude that drifts in off the ocean, I still don't think it's going to produce any rainfall for us. And also Sunday is Michaelmas, which is the feast of St. Michael. Actually, it kind of started out as the feast of St. Michael, St. Gabriel, St. Raphael. And a lot of our weather folklore is rooted in religious history. And so on September 29th, there was this saying that still has kind of survived, that if St. Michael brings many acorns, Christmas will cover the fields with snow. So take a look at the acorns out there. You let me know how they're doing in your yard. I'll be interested to know. But a little bit of weather folklore for you as well. Also, by the way, St. Michael, the patron saint of police officers, which is how the Blue Mass began. That actually started back in the 1930s on September 29th. Now, of course, it tends to be celebrated more during National Police Week and Law Enforcement Officers Memorial Week. But at the same time, some of you in your community may find, especially in the Catholic Church, that there is a Blue Mass. It continues on September 29th to this day, and that would be why. Okay, meanwhile, we're talking about what is mostly cloudy skies in a number of spots now, but more and more clearing coming in, so we go mostly clear by the time we get to midday. Notice that feels like forecast during the school day, up around 70 at midday. So if the kids are going to do long sleeves getting out the door this morning, absolutely have them do a short sleeve underneath it because it's going to get warm. In fact, so much so that if they want to make it a short stay, they certainly could. It's going to feel like 75 by the time we get to the end of the school day and after school. Notice the dew point temperatures drop. That's your first sign of the drier air, and that's what kind of leads us into the clearing that'll be working in. And here is the map. You can see the last of the showers getting off the south coast, the Cape, the islands here, certainly by midday, but really for the most part sooner than that. If you follow them along in our Noyes 1 Degree Outside weather app, you'll be able to watch them depart for yourself. There's still been some downpours mixed in. Notice the clouds that kind of linger through the rest of the day, but no rainfall expected out of those for us. Most of that high altitude clouds. So with the sunshine visible through those clouds, that's why you still get up to 76 today in Boston, 77 at Natick. We get out through the Connecticut River Valley. We're 75 degrees or better for a lot of us. A little bit cooler when you get right along the seashore of Cape Cod and down in Nantucket as well. Farther to the north into the mid-70s we go today. It's a gentle breeze out of the west-northwest for just about everybody. That should take us all the way to the coastline as well. Northern New England does just fine today. We've dried out nicely. We're going to be looking at temperatures coming up around or over 70 degrees in a number of spots, including in Conway, New Hampshire. The farther north you go into Maine, it is a little bit cooler, but it's still going to be a decent day for a lot of us here, even in central Maine. Northern Maine's got a couple of showers that still come and go, and the Canadian provinces still have some showers that come and go for us as well. Overnight tonight, where it clears out the most in northern New England, we drop down to the 40s. Most of us will be in the 50s, a light breeze out of the northeast. And that's why I say, as we get into the weekend, you've got variable clouds, and some of them, particularly by Saturday night, may start to drift in off the ocean too. We'll talk about that in Insights. If you want the details on the weekend, I don't blame you. It's up already at 1degreeoutside.com in our Insights video that I posted yesterday, but I'll have a refreshed version certainly coming up later on in the morning today. 1 Degree Outside merchandise is here, swag.1degreeoutside.com. You can buy just about anything you want there. That is by popular demand. You asked for it, we created it. All right, that's the way it looks for now. Have a great rest of your day. Thanks for checking in.